Never gamble your life away for the sake of empty pride, a desire to show off in front of a crowd, or the pursuit of a once-in-a-lifetime video. The price of a single moment of impulsivity can be a lifetime of pain for the loved ones waiting for you at home. In my opinion, this is a meteor trail, but what do you guys think this phenomenon is? Look at the wind speed, such terrifying power. In just a moment, an entire factory and large structures were blown away by the storm, turning everything into a scene of horrific chaos. Fierce waves are battering the area, putting the glass under immense pressure and threatening to shatter it at any moment. In this heart-pounding moment, immediately shut off the power breaker and move to a higher floor to stay safe. Don't forget to stockpile food to proactively respond to any sudden disasters. A costly lesson in preparedness. What on earth is happening? A massive pole collapsed right in the middle of the square, creating a heart-stopping moment. If this was a felling operation by the authorities, why was there no technical planning to control the direction of the fall? Why was no safety perimeter established, leaving curious bystanders right in the danger zone? In the Texas Panhandle, the devastating power of wildfires combined with high winds has created thick walls of smoke, completely swallowing highway visibility. This is likely the most haunting moment of this young man's life. A lightning bolt of tremendous power struck the lake directly behind him. He was incredibly lucky not to have paid with his life for such a reckless act. Hippos are Africa's most aggressive beasts, claiming 500 lives every year. When their territory is encroached upon, they attack frantically like a war machine. These men were truly smiled upon by Lady Luck. I'm really not sure whether this was a missile attack on a residential area or simply a common fire and explosion incident. Do you think this was a targeted assassination? Looking at this horrific scene, I suddenly shudder at the thought of being out there. Just one wrong step, and those thousands of debris fragments being hurled into the air with such terrifying force would pierce right through you. It is truly horrific. I feel incredibly grateful and lucky that from the time I was a child until now, the place where I live has never had Subscribe to our channel if you also feel shivers down your spine at this moment. We will update more astonishing moments. Looking at this scene, I imagine a sorcerer summoning a swarm of night crows to shroud the world. It looks so mysterious and terrifying. Beachfront resorts, while highly convenient, pose a serious danger when a landfall occurs, as these areas are the first to be affected and bear the full brunt of the storm. Going outside in such extreme weather is a disaster, as debris is torn apart and sent flying like deadly blades. Even being inside a car doesn't guarantee safety from nature's fury when visibility is completely swallowed up. The miners endured a life-and-death race against nature, fleeing in complete disarray and utter terror. Coastal houses were suddenly reduced to ruins after the storm. The ocean, once beautiful and peaceful, abruptly surged and turned into a battlefield of terrifying moments. Seeing this makes me feel so sorry for the people there. The natural disaster struck so suddenly they didn't have time to react. Amidst heavy rain, a utility pole suddenly collapsed onto the road right in front of a car. Immediately, a terrifying electrical explosion occurred, with sparks flying everywhere like fireworks right next to moving vehicles. Watching these hailstones is like seeing pearls sent down from heaven. However, do not let their beauty deceive you, as falling from such a great height can cause serious injury to people. It may look like just an ordinary moment, but in reality it is a wake-up call about global warming. Melting ice is causing sea levels to rise relentlessly. If this situation persists, coastal cities will inevitably be submerged in the near future. Are there any residential areas living right at the foot of this mountain? This scene truly resembles a time bomb that could detonate at any moment. Have you ever wondered what would happen if the mountain erupted violently in the middle of the night while people were fast asleep? Would they even realize the approaching danger in the darkness? It may look harmless, but imagine if that massive sheet of corrugated metal flew into the windshield of a moving car. The force of the wind has ripped the structure apart, turning it into an iron curtain that completely obstructs the driver's view, easily leading to a violent collision on the road. Have you ever witnessed a lightning strike this close with your own eyes? Share your experience with everyone. It looks like a cute baby tornado, but don't let appearances fool you. I once witnessed its parents firsthand, possessing a terrifying power capable of swallowing everything in its path. I truly wonder about this driver's mindset and sense of responsibility when turning the train tracks into their own private path. Is this a clever move to escape traffic, or is it utter stupidity when the Grim Reaper could appear at any moment in the form of an oncoming train? I hope this tornado does not fully form and soon dissipates, as it carries a terrifying power that is extremely dangerous. Could this be a specialized lightning rod designed to measure the massive energy from these strikes for scientific research purposes? Is this the terrifying power of an erupting volcano, or just someone lighting a flare in the middle of the night? An extreme rockslide has created a giant dust cloud that engulfed the entire valley. For those passionate about mountain climbing, always be cautious of peaks with hidden dangers, as the line between safety and disaster can sometimes be just a single step away. The piece was suddenly shaken violently. The cliff collapsed, swallowing everything in clouds of dust, a reminder of our fragility in the face of disaster. The strong current was the cause of this landslide. Miraculously, the driver had a narrow escape and sustained no life-threatening injuries. Do not rush when the roads are frozen and slick. For every second you slow down is a chance to make it home safely. May these frames help steady your wheel and keep you calm on every challenging journey ahead. Wishing you and your family a life wrapped in peace and complete happiness. It looks quite interesting and fun to watch, but trust me, if you let them hit you in the head just once, it's going to be extremely painful. Strangely enough, it seems the authorities have not yet arrived to cordon off the scene and evacuate those bystanders who are standing in harm's way. It may look ordinary, but if this crack widens, it will be a devastating disaster. Water will rapidly flood the subway tunnels, paralyzing the entire system. At that point, thousands of people will be trapped in the darkness, desperately awaiting death as oxygen runs out. In your opinion, is this volcanic ash or the aftermath of a catastrophic fire? Leave a comment below to help us decode this force of nature. How much do you think all the boats in this video are worth in total? A massive fortune is at risk of being reduced to rubble if a major storm hits. The Crow uses a round plastic lid as a snowboard to slide down from the top of a snow-covered roof. After sliding down, it picks up the lid in its beak, flies back to the roof's peak, and repeats this action many times. While the Rocky Mountains suddenly collapsed with terrifying force, this young man stayed behind to film instead of evacuating in time. The crowd was in a life-or-death race against nature, narrowly escaping death as the dust swallowed everything. If those moments gave you a heart-pounding thrill or simply brought a smile to your face, don't forget to hit like to support our production team. Your interaction through comments is a huge motivation for the channel to keep hunting for even more rare and unique footage. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any masterpieces from us. Your companionship is the most important piece that builds this community.